Here, Providence-St. Mel, coached by second-year head man Billy Garrett, playing that up-tempo style, but also playing some good defense. And maybe the Cinderella team, if there is one here in this field, Paxton-Buckley-Loda. Never before have they made it to the Elite Eight. In fact, never before has anybody from PBL's conference made it here to the state finals, Greg. So, if Cinderella's still wearing the glass slipper, then Corey Fox has a couple of those on right now.
Well, he's only 5'8", but he really leads the run and gun attack of this ball club. He leads them in scoring, averages 17 points per ball game, also gets 6.2 assists. He's an offensive threat, but defensively he also sets the tone. A lot of his baskets come off of steals and easy layups.
Russ Zick has done a great job this year with the Paxton-Buckley-Loda Panthers, and he spent some time with Joe Passion earlier. Joe asked him this question.
Russ, give us an idea of how you will be able to defend against a team as athletic as St. Mel.
Well, that's a really good question. We feel like we're very athletic also. What we really give up is a little bit of height, but I would guess we're at least as quick. So we're going to just do what we've done all year and play as hard as we can in defense, all 84, 94 feet, whatever this court is. And we think we can do it.
The point guard for Providence-St. Mel, Bakari Ottman, he's headed to New Orleans, Greg, to play Division I basketball next year.
Well, he might be the best player in Class A basketball this year. A complete player. He's got the outside stroke, a good penetrator, great set of hands, and really gets it done on the defensive end. Has the ability to completely dominate a basketball game, averages 15 points per contest.
And we talked about Billy Ball for the St. Mel Knights. Billy Garrett, former football player at Illinois State University, in his second year as head coach of the Knights. Joe Passion had a question for him as well.
Billy, give us an idea of what concerns you more tonight, the problems that Paxton can offer or the problems that St. Mel can offer itself.
I've been happy with our execution throughout the tournament, so I'm pretty happy with Providence-St. Mel right now. But Paxton does give me some concern. You have a team that has nothing to lose and everything to gain, and these kids are champions, and we can never disregard the heart of a champion.
3 of our semifinalists have been established. It'll be either PBL or St. Mel joining those 3 teams. We're set for our final game, and we'll be back with the start of it in just a moment. We are set for quarterfinal round game number 4, Providence-St. Mel and PBL, and let's meet the participants as we join public address announcer Paul Herzog.
A record of 21-9. Let's meet the non-starters for each team. For Paxton-Buckley-Loda, a 6-foot senior number 13, Justin Swan. A 5'9" junior number 15, Nathan McCabe. 6'5" senior number 31, Brian Bruns. A 5'11" junior number 33, Andy Gertis. A 5'10" junior number 35, Neil Westland. A 6-foot junior number 41, Justin Brewer. A 6'3" junior number 43, Paul Rodine. A 6'3" senior number 45, Brian Conover. 6-foot junior number 51, Travis Deck. And a 6'2" sophomore number 55, Paul Manley. Now let's meet the non-starters for the Knights of Chicago, Providence-St. Mel. Number 34, 6'4" sophomore, Linton Johnson. A 5'10" junior number 4, Sean Herring. A 5'8" senior number 5, Jason Ferguson. 5'7" junior number 11, Quincy Miller. A 6-foot junior number 14, Sudi Benyon. 5'11" senior, number 22, Jason Williams. 5'11" junior, number 23, Vance Ragland. A 6'4" junior, number 24, Jerry Brown. 6'6" sophomore, number 32, Irving Richardson. And a 6'7" sophomore, number 0, Herbert Lambert. And now let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's quarterfinal game. For the Panthers at Paxton-Buckley-Loda, at a forward, a 5'10" senior, number 23, Mark Prina. At forward for Providence-St. Mel, 6'7" junior, number 21, Reggie Hall. For the Panthers, a 6'2" senior forward, number 44, Chad Rock. For the forward for the Knights, 6'6" junior, 33, Tim West. At center, a 6'5" sophomore, number 53, Derek Zering. At center for the Knights, 6'3" senior, number 13, B.J. Francisco. At a guard for Paxton-Buckley-Loda, a 5'8" junior, number 11, Corey Fox. At a guard, a 5'11" junior, 00, Jarrell Dantzler. At the guard for the Panthers, a 5'9" junior, number 21, Craig Lushin. St. Mel guard is 6'5" senior, number 3, Bakari Ottman. Assistant coaches for Paxton-Buckley-Loda, Jim Carley, Mike Beal, and Troy Parola. Head coach is Russ Zick in his 12th season for the Panthers. Assistant coaches for Chicago Providence-St. Mel, Tony Hollifield and Tim Irvin. Head coach William Garrett in his 2nd season. Officials for tonight's game, John Fall.
Well, Billy Garrett, the coach of St. Mel, looking for his school's first championship since 1985. It was just 11 years ago that they won it all. There are the starting lineups, except there's one change. You may have noticed there. Brown not starting for Providence-St. Mel. Jarrell Dantzler in for him. St. Mel, a pretty deep team, and there are our American airline comparisons, and you see that each team has its advantages. St. Mel should have an advantage on the boards. PBL maybe with a quickness edge, but perhaps that remains to be seen, Greg.
Well, St. Mel's got some physical strength on the inside, too. They've not only got the height advantage, but they're a strong basketball team. And when you look at their center, really 6'3", B.J. Francisco, he's the smallest guy in that starting lineup, although Dantzler's in the lineup, but he's in there for defensive purposes, and Dantzler at 5'11", but usually Francisco's the smallest guy in the lineup for St. Mel.
Have a look at our officials. They're ready to go, and so is she. As she'll cheer on the Knights just as hard as she can. The ball is in the air, and the Panthers have the first possession here in their first ever Elite 8 appearance. Corey Fox, a 3. And the rebound for Rock, and he got it stuffed. And the loose ball picked up by the sophomore. And the shot is good for Derek Zering. He scores the first basket of the game. Offensive rebound for PBL. And now that full court pressure, we'll see a lot of that. That's what won them their sectional game, their super sectional game, and come from behind fashion against Midwest Central. This is Bakari Ottman, number 3 at the top. He'll run the show from the point. He's a big point guard at 6'5". A 3 is off the mark for Reggie Hall. A nice rebound that time by Zering. Chad Rock in the corner. Mark Prina at the top. He quarterbacked their state playoff football team. This is Fox. Good shot fake, but then he missed. And another offensive rebound. At least Prina had it, and now we'll get a held ball. And it will be St. Mel's turn. We're a minute into this one. And the Panthers have the only basket thus far. As you get a look there at Mark Prina.
PBL is really going to press the entire ball game too.
We told you PBL's first ever state tournament appearance. They were not highly regarded this year. And as you see, if they can do the job here this weekend in Peoria, first state championship ever for that school. Not the case for Providence-St. Mel. They won it all in 1985. Remember Fernando Bunch and Lowell Hamilton and that group. What a fine team that was. Panthers with the ball and the lead. This is Zering double teamed. St. Mel with some pretty good man-to-man defense here. Part of Billy Ball is playing hard defense. As the shot by Trina is off the mark, and we've got a whistle. And a foul off the ball against St. Mel's B.J. Francisco. But back to the defense, Billy Garrett said something interesting. He says that he thinks the reason for the Chicago team's lack of success recently in the Class A tourney is a lack of defense. As PBL puts it in play, and this is Trina with the miss, and this time Francisco has the rebound.
Nice rebound that time by Francisco. And Providence likes to push up the floor too. Altman, 6'5" point guard. He can really just dominate a ball game, Dick. Talked to a lot of people around the state. Some feel he might be the best player in Class A basketball this year. As you indicated in the open, he's already committed to the University of New Orleans.
He'll be a Planeteer next year. They have a good program. This here's Ottman shooting off the dribble, but a little bit long, and Zering has another rebound. Boy, he is a good-looking sophomore. Panthers handle the ball well. They'll push it up the floor when they can, but when they get in the half-court situation, Greg, they can show some patience.
They also do a good job of really penetrating against that man-to-man defense of St. Mel.
Fox for a wide-open three. And another offensive rebound for the Panthers. This is Rock inside, back out to Fox. He gets to try again. And he misses again. And another whistle on the rebound effort. And this time the foul goes the other way.
Well, PBL is really getting a lot of good looks at the basket. Fox couldn't ask for any better opportunities there. Two real clean looks right there. The shot goes up by Fox behind the arc, and in the battle on the inside, and a nice push on the play as Rock got the personal foul.
That's his first, team's first, and that full court pressure here being applied by Paxton-Buckley-Loda. Boy, Corey Fox can shoot that three pretty well. He missed a couple there, but he doesn't miss too many of them. 38%er. Fadeaway shot off the glass for Jarrell Dantzler. And they're not going to count that one. There was a foul.
Sure they are. They got to count the hoop, don't they, Dick?
Okay, let's see how they put it on the board. Yep, you got it. It's a basket for Dantzler, which ties the score. And the foul against St. Mel. We're tied here about 3 minutes into this basketball game. It's 2-2. One of your network sponsors is Country Companies. Tonight's telecast brought to you by Country Companies Insurance. When it matters most, the country's behind you. Here's the shot. The foul was away from the ball, but the shot simultaneous with the foul, so Dantzler gets the basket, and that ties the score.
A difficult shot that time by Dantzler. Turnaround shot falling away from the hoop, off the glass.
And a three, not good. That was Lushin who missed, but another offensive rebound, and Fox misses, and they can't make a three. Rebound for Ottman. And a great drive to the goal by Tim West, a junior, and a first lead of the game here for St. Mel. 4-2 in favor of the Knights. West suffered a hairline fracture of the ankle about 4 weeks ago, but he's fine right now.
A lot of people feel he's going to be a Division I prospect next year also, Dick. West is only a junior, but averages 13 points per ball game.
And that ball goes out of bounds. Trina wanted to get it to Lushin on the baseline, but the turnover gives St. Mel the opportunity as Billy Garrett's team has the 2-point lead. And great defensive effort there by Trina.
PBL just keeps working, don't they? The ball club that looks like they're just in excellent condition.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. Here's a pass that finds its way to West. And the layup, no good, but he was fouled. And we'll go to the free throw line. We'll get our first free throws of the game. Chad Rock, guilty of the foul. The Panthers went for the steal and didn't get it. And that gave West the opportunity, although he had a little trouble getting the old grippers on the ball there before he shot it.
I just really couldn't find the handle at all, and West was taking it strong to glass. And St. Mel's going to move the ball up the floor quick, too. They like to let that defense create some instant offense for them also, and that was the case there as West was off and running, but just couldn't get the shot to go.
West is a 62% free thrower as a team. St. Mel at 60%. And so that's been a little bit of a problem area for them. They get to the line quite a bit, and it would be nice for their sake if they could take better advantage as West misses that one.
Also a basketball team that really fouls a lot. Had a look there at their coach, Billy Garrett, said that his basketball team usually just comes out of the locker room trying to foul somebody.
They usually don't call them until the game starts, luckily, as West misses twice and the Panthers, still down 2, have the ball. Fox will try again, and the 5th time is the charm for Corey Fox. He finally gets his first basket, and that gives PBL a 1-point lead. We're halfway through the first period here of our final game of the day. Ottman tries to create himself and does. 1-point lead now for St. Mel as Bakari Ottman has his first basket. And the ball here is slapped out of bounds by Ottman, who hustled back to try to make the defensive play. Now we'll see our first substitutions of the game. Justin Brewer and Paul Rodine off the bench. Numbers 41 and 43 checking in. Out go Rock and Lushin for PBL. Corey Fox here to put it in play for the Panthers. This is Trina. Right there, but off the back iron. Another long offensive rebound. Second time for him, doesn't work. Another rebound and a block, but a foul. An impressive swat away there by Irving Richardson, who just checked into the ball game. He's number 32. Let's watch it again.
Might have been an impressive swat away, but it was also impressive work by PBL on the offensive end. They got 3 opportunities to get a shot to go down for him. The shot didn't go, but it was great work that time, and Rodine's at the line.
As Richardson commits the foul, his first, team's third, and the free throw has tied the score. Paul Rodine is a junior. Gets 1 of 2. Yet another offensive rebound. This time it's Zering for PBL. We're tied, and the Panthers with Fox firing from way out there, about 25 feet away. He misses again, and now we got a foul on the rebound effort against Mark Prina of Paxton-Buckley-Loda, and a lot of free throws early in this one, Greg.
Yeah, both ball clubs really ringing up that foul board a little bit. And the Panthers of PBL, boy, they're just hustle. They just get after every loose ball, really getting after every loose ball. When you look at St. Mel's ball club, and a good look there at Bill Garrett in his second year as their head coach.
He inherited a 4-22 team 2 years ago.
He's really brought this program back to respectability. They had
a little more than respectability as they're here in the Elite 8. And a charge, great defense by Lushin as Ottman is called for the charge in the open court. Boy, that's the way to move your feet, Greg.
Great defensive stop right there, and Ottman putting the ball on the floor, and Lushin just slipped right in the way and took the charge. Nice defensive play that time by Lushin of PBL.
And so now PBL has the chance to get the lead. Rodine across the timeline. Panthers will go 2 or 3 deep on the bench, and that's about it. A knock away by Ottman, and then, they say it was off of Lushin. And Lushin in there arguing. So the Panthers turn it over. Nothing will be easy for the offenses in this game. A 3 by Ottman is good. And that builds the St. Mel lead to 3. That's the biggest lead for either team here in the first period.
With his size, he was just able to spring up and just go up over the defender.
Man-to-man defense for St. Mel as Lushin gets it to Rodine. A 3 from Lushin. And a whistle. The basket is going to count. There was a foul off the ball. We're tied again. Let's see about the foul. I think it's against St. Mel. Yeah, it's Irving Richardson pushing off to get the rebound. His second foul. This could turn into a 5-point possession, maybe a 6-point possession for the Panthers. I think we see Ottman's 3-pointer at the other end. And now the 3 down here by Lushin. Lushan, a big part of that football team we referred to. He gained about 1,400 yards as their top running back. They made it to the second round of the playoffs, lost to Hampshire by 1 point. Fox driving left of the lane.
All of them excellent ball handlers, aren't they? Really take care of the basketball. They look to shoot that three.
Oh, there's a near open court steal. Quickness shown there by Tim West. Well, PBL has some athletes. Both of these teams do. Most of the guys out there were part of that football team. Corey Fox being an exception. He's a cross-country runner, and that won't hurt him in this game. Here's Lushan off the dribble. And the rebound for Richardson. And he threw it away. Rock couldn't convert after making that steal. And another chance for these scrappy Panthers. This is Prina. A 6-point lead now for Paxton. Excuse me, a 3-point lead for Paxton-Buckley-Loda. They've scored the last 6 points. And they have 3 threes already. Here's Ottman trying for one.
He answers with a three.
That's his second of the game. We're tied. Nice pass on the layup for Rodin. Corey Fox with the assist.
Good ball movement that time. Excellent play.
Now 14-12. PBL leads it. An entertaining first period here. We've got about a minute and a half to go in the quarter. Inside Richardson, and he is fouled. Good passing angle there from the top for Ottman. And it's Rodin who commits his first. That's 4 team fouls against the Panthers. We'll be in the bonus here pretty soon. 4 fouls against PBL, 5 against St. Mel.
We talked about the explosive offensive skills of Ottman. He also has proven how he can shoot the basketball from the outside. See, he just elevates up, gets up high, and knocks down the three, and he shoots the basketball over a 5'9" player. There's nothing that Lushan could do on that play. Just elevated high and knocked the shot down. He's had 2 threes. He's got 8 of the 12 points for St. Mel.
This is West. Dumped down pass and a layup missed, and a battle for the loose ball. And that's a new player into the ball game. That is B.J. Francisco, who converts the basket, and we're tied again. That's his first hoop. Another 3. Lushan has his second. PBL by 3, and now under a minute to go here in the first period. Ottman finds West, and he's got the basket. No way to stop that one. 1-point lead PBL. They may save it for 1. No, I guess not. Prina missed the 3. And stepping on the end line as he got the loose ball that time was Reggie Hall. He was pretty upset. And before he threw the ball on the floor, his coach Billy Garrett went out and got it from him. Good move, Billy.
How about the pass by Ottman to set this up? A great look by Ottman, and right there, a great finish that time by Tim West.
Meanwhile, at the other end, a foul is called. It's against Reggie Hall. 6th against the team, so an inbounds pass here with 37 seconds to play in the first period. And a 1-point lead for Paxton-Buckley-Loda. Now we'll see if the Panthers hold for the final shot. Looks like they're spreading it out, Greg.
I think they will. They're enjoying a 1-point lead here.
Got 21 seconds to play now. And now we're down to a dozen as PBL starts to look toward the basket. Cross-court lob. Zering, the sophomore, scores.
Well, that was a nice set play. Nice look, and Zering responds with a 2-pointer.
Well, count if it goes, but it doesn't as it flies over the backboard, and PBL flies to its bench with a 3-point lead here after the first period of play and the final of our quarterfinal round games here in Peoria. One of your network sponsors is Pepsi. 19-16 lead here for PBL. A reminder that if you have the proper hardware at home or maybe at the office, and of course a modem, you can vote for your favorite Class A championship team. Vote for your top 3 Class A players of all time. Email sent, as you see there, to marchmadness@ihsa.org. Panthers have put the ball in play. They have the 3-point lead. Corey Fox about 23 feet away. They're now 5 out of 13 three-point attempts already, Greg. That's incredible.
And they've hit 5 of them. That's what's incredible. They've all been from long range. Fox missed his first 3 also, so you know how hot they've been from three-point range.
He has 2, and so does Lushin, and now we got a blocking foul against PBL. As we check the first quarter figures, and St. Mel shooting it better, but the Panthers getting more opportunities because of those extra rebounds, Greg.
Well, that's the surprise. PBL going to the glass. Rebounds edge to PBL 9-5, 39%, 54% from the field. But the 3 ball's been good to them. And at the end of that quarter, they were 4 of 12, and they start here in the second quarter with a 3 bomb. So now they're 5 of 13 from three-point range, and they're enjoying a 22-16 lead,
which is the biggest lead for either team in the game. Here's a 3 from Altman. It's an air ball, and then off of Francisco and out of bounds. That previous foul, by the way, if you're keeping track, was against Lushin. It's his first, the team's 5th. And the Panthers up a half dozen with the ball. Mark Prina right between 2 defenders. Fox again, but this one's an air ball. And Rock threw it off a Providence-St. Mel player. They're just out scrapping the Knights for those rebounds.
Well, they're picking up every loose ball. Good look at it right here. There's the battle right there inside. And Rock, a good job there, and he's going out of bounds and hits him right off the hand. The ball stays with the Panthers of PBL.
Hit him right in the kisser there, I believe. Reggie Hall, the recipient of that facial, as the shot by Fox is off the mark from 16, and Hall has the rebound. And the outlet. Jason Ferguson in the game, number 5. He had it knocked away. And by the time he finds it, he's on the end line. Panthers don't give you anything. Six-point lead, PBL. Trina with it in the free throw circle. And this is Corey Fox. Oh, we got a tough break on that one. And then on the rebound, Rock is fouled by Reggie Hall.
PBL's just out working and out hustling St. Mel, Dick. That's the only thing they're doing already. PBL's in the should be in a bonus situation, so it'll be Rock at the line to shoot 1 and 1, and he's a 58% free throw shooter on the year. And you have to like the effort, don't you, out of PBL early in this one?
They go after it. Paxton-Buckley-Loda, a 68% shooting team from the line, so they're quite a bit better than their counterparts here this evening. And Chad Rock will spin up a couple here. As Greg pointed out, he's not one of their better throwers, as he misses that one, and a nice rebound there for Tim West. PBL 1 for 3 from the line so far in this game. Oh boy, who's that to? It made it to about the 4th row. The recipient unable to find that one. The intended recipient was Herbert Lambert, a sophomore who just checked into the game. (22-16), Paxton-Buckley-Loda with the lead. It's been a while since either team has scored. Fox is tied up as he forced it there, trying to drive through the middle. And it'll be St. Mel's turn.
Fox on the penetration on that play, Dick. You just can't take it too deep when you penetrate. And then you feel that double team coming. That's when you got to kick, and your teammates got to look bang that 3.
This is Lambert who scores the basket. And cuts the lead to 4. A 3 effort by Lushin is not good, and Ferguson has the rebound. St. Mel on the run, and a 15-footer, good by Ferguson. 4 quick points for St. Mel, the lead down to 2. And while he was looking at his coach, Prina had the ball swiped, and West stuffs another one down, and 3 quick baskets for the Panthers, who need it. Prina was looking to his coach, Russ Zick. And with his head up, Tim West stole the ball. He picked his pocket, Greg.
Yeah, great steal that time by West, and a great finish with the dunk.
And we're dead even here with about 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. We'll return after these local messages. sometimes you need to communicate with your coach during the ball game. That's what Prina was doing there, but he didn't remember that Tim West was charging to him. Big bucket for Providence-St. Mel. Corey Fox back in the game now for the Panthers.
PBL 5 of 15 for 33%. Providence-St. Mel 2 of 4. Speaking of three-point shooting stats.
And the Panthers have had it knocked out of bounds here. It still belongs to PBL as it was punched out by Bakari Ottman. Boy, 15 3 attempts in the first 11 minutes of the game. That's more than one per minute. At that rate, they'll wind up with about 40 of them, Greg. And maybe that's the game plan here. They may feel they have to score from the perimeter. That certainly makes sense. Zering back outside. This is Rock penetrating. Fox showed the three, and now a pass down low, and Rock gets a layup, which he missed. Zering another offensive rebound, and he blew it. Let's try again, and this time he draws the foul, and St. Mel needs to get some defensive rebounds.
Well, the Panthers of PBL all over that offensive glass. Great work that time on the inside, and Zering, only a sophomore, had 2 or 3 opportunities. He was fouled. Francisco thought he got the block. They're going to block shots, Dick, instead of blocking out, and the Panthers are all over the glass.
Here's the rebound of Zering's missed shot. He gets it himself. And then the foul called against Francisco, and that against him is number 3 already, and it's the 8th foul against the team. In this case, Zering fouled in the act of shooting, so he gets a pair. And he nails the first one. Let's find out what Joe Passion is up to. Joseph?
Well, guys, Bill Garrett, the St. Mel coach, telling us a little bit before the game and earlier even today that one of the problems with his team early in the year, their erratic play, part of that is they just had lost confidence in themselves. Remember, St. Mel is an academically strong school. These kids just simply needed to have some confidence behind them when they strung some wins together, and as he says, when they string good plays together, they get that confidence back, and that's when they're dangerous.
They lost 9 games during the season, but they played some very tough teams. As the rebound basket there goes to Irving Richardson, that negates the 2 free throws made by Zering. And now we're back to a tie, and now that can change as the basket from the three-point shot not good by Ferguson, and on the rebound, we've got a whistle and an infraction against the Knights. And so the ball belongs to PBL. St. Mel had some close calls during the earlier portion of their tournament schedule. Beat Chicago St. Gregory by 1. St. Gregory had a couple of shots at the end from 10 feet away that they missed, or that game would have gone the other way. There's a nice rejection by Richardson. He's got a couple of those already.
Well, St. Mel's got some shot blockers in there on the inside.
Their game against Chicago's St. Francis de Sales in the sectional. That was their other game in the sectional. Went to overtime. So some close calls for St. Mel, but they're here in Peoria. And a foul against Ottman, and that is a couple on him already. We are tied 24-24, now halfway through period number 2, and in the bonus a long time ago, Paxton-Buckley-Loda, that's number 9. They'll be in the double bonus next time. Well, the AA finals next week, and part of that, the Country Company King of the Hill competition, and we hope that you are here to enjoy that or enjoy it on the IHSA television network, as the free throw has been made by Rodin. Another one is through, and it's a 2-point lead now for PBL.
PBL is a good shooting basketball team from that charity stripe, Dick. They shoot at 68%, and St. Mel is a ball club that's been foul prone, and they've done a lot of that reaching with their hands instead of playing defense with their feet here in this ball game in the first half.
PBL now out rebounding St. Mel 14-7 as the Panthers have a 2-point lead. We kind of figured that rebound battle would go the other way.
PBL is matching up with them in a man-to-man defense.
Ferguson against that man-to-man nails about an 18-footer. He has a couple of baskets off the bench. We're tied again. Biggest lead has been 6. Panthers enjoyed that a while ago. But right now it's even with 3.5 minutes left in the half. Rodin had a three, instead dribbles a couple feet closer and misses a 17-footer. And the rebound for the ever-present Bakari Ottman. He fires a three off the dribble, and that didn't look pretty. Lushin has the numbers, 3-on-1. Ottman the defender, and a nice pass to Fox, and he lets the defender go by and then blows the layup. But another offensive rebound, and a miss that time for Brewer. Who's going to get it now? Scramble for it, and it comes to Richardson. A golden opportunity there, goes by the boards for PBL.
Fox made a nice play. Got the defender up in the air, and then he just got it too hard on the glass. Didn't fall.
Yeah, both teams playing the man-to-man, and I suppose you suspected PBL might go zone against this team because of the size problem, but they feel their quickness and their defensive abilities allow them to play man-to-man as they forced a mistake here by St. Mel. Turnover against the Panthers, gives it back to Paxton, or a turnover against the Knights, excuse me, gives it back to Paxton-Buckley-Loda. 5 turnovers now against Providence-St. Mel in this game. Backdoor pass, and Fox lays it in. Nice play.
Oh, give and go basketball right there.
28-26 PBL, down to 2.5 minutes to play in the half. Ottman inside, and a heavy collision, and the foul will go against the defender. Chad Rock is charged with his 3rd. So we've got a couple of people, Rock of PBL, Francisco of Providence-St. Mel, and some rather, oh wait a minute, they've called that against Justin Brewer, not against Rock.
Right.
So that helps the PBL cause as Ottman goes to the free throw line. And he gets it down. 68%er. Bakari Ottman has his 9th point of the game. He can tie it here. He's in double digits, and we're tied again. Fox in the corner down the baseline to Rock, and a three from Prina. Not good, and the ball knocked away, but now a foul against the Panthers. Justin Brewer picks it up again.
Well, they just scrap and scrap on the inside. Speaking of the Panthers of PBL, Brewer going for the loose ball there and picked up the personal foul.
His 2nd, team 7th, so now St. Mel in the bonus with exactly 2 minutes to play here in the half. Free throws coming for St. Mel. And to the free throw line goes Herbert Lambert. Lambert has played very little this year. He's a sophomore, 6'7", 170-pounder, getting quite a bit of playing time in this game, but he misses the front end of the 1-and-1, and Zering has the rebound. And we're still tied. This is Prina, and he threw it away. Good anticipation there by Bakari Ottman. And Ottman goes for the lead, and he misses it off the back iron. That was right there. Here's Prina, gets by Ottman. He finds Fox, and he traveled after attempting to make that move down the baseline.
The shots are coming so easy from Ottman on the outside. They're really not getting anybody involved inside offensively, and you know they've got Tim West inside with a depth and height advantage. I think they need to go inside a little bit. Speaking of St. Mel, what your thoughts, Dick?
Yeah, they're scoring off the transition more than anything else in the half-court situation. Yeah, I agree. Ferguson driving. He dumps it down low, but the interception by Rock. Now just a bit more than a minute to play in the half. Another travel by Corey Fox, and he looks bewildered after that call. A minute and 1 second left in the half. We're still knotted up here at 28. Both teams making mistakes here down the stretch of the first half. Ottman with a little collision there, but no call. Ottman Scores off the dribble. He can do it all by himself. He has 12 points, and his team has a 2-point lead. And the Panthers, with 35 seconds left, may wait for the final shot of the half now. Hoping to take a deadlock game to the locker room. Paxton-Buckley-Loda in the state finals for the first time ever.
Dick Ottman, I think, is playing with 2 personal fouls. I'd put it in the hand of whoever he's guarding and try and pick up that 3rd foul, and I just take him right to the basket here.
Zaring inside, he misses. And there's still 3 seconds left, but they got to hurry. Ferguson launches it from 3/4 court and it won't get there. Although it was right on line and it wasn't too short. That's the end of the first half. Providence-St. Mel, which trailed most of the first 16 minutes, takes a 2-point lead to the locker room. Here's what we have now coming up during our halftime period. Queen of the Hill recap. And the girls' championships, of course, held last weekend at Redbird Arena in Normal. We'll have highlights and stats here of this game between Providence-St. Mel and Paxton-Buckley-Loda. Well, Joe Passion right now is with Russ Zick of the Panthers. Joe?
Thanks, guys. Russ, you talked about hoping that that pressure would help the club out. It's kept it to a 2-point ball game at half, but what adjustments do you see from the first half you want to make when you come back out of the locker room?
Well, we've been playing the press to slow them down and measure them, and just see how much of a cushion we have to give. And now I think we have them measured, and I think we can tune up the press a little bit. We haven't shot very well, and I guess 30-28. It's okay, but we could be better. And for the press, we'll get her going in the second half.
That's what they have second half for, Russ. Go get them.
Thank you very much.
All right, Russ Zick and his ball club just down by a deuce here at the break. And we're coming back to Carver Arena for more of our halftime festivities here from the new site, the new experience of March Madness in Peoria. We're back after this word from our network sponsor, the dairy farm families of Illinois and Wisconsin. We're back live at the Peoria Civic Center, Carver Arena. Our score, the Knights of Providence-St. Mel and Chicago leading here by a deuce, 30-28 over the Panthers of Paxton-Buckley-Loda. Joe Passion back with you here at halftime. And this is our 4th quarterfinal game of the day. Advancing already has been Shelbyville, Rock Island Alderman, and Breeze Mater Dei. They're set for the semifinals tomorrow. Now, last week, the girls' championships were held in beautiful Redbird Arena in Bloomington Normal, on the campus of Illinois State University. And we have an opportunity here to give you a recap of some of the festivities there that started out with some of the great opportunities there. We're going to recap that for you later on in the telecast, and that will be an opportunity for you to see what happened there. Now, coming up next, we're going to have a lot more things here for you, including highlights and updated stats of the first half, and we'll have that for you as we return with more from Carver Arena after these local messages. We're back to Carver Arena here in Peoria, halftime of our 4th and final quarterfinal game of the day from the boys' Class A quarterfinals. And this is an opportunity now to go back to last week's highlights of Redbird Arena and the girls' basketball tournament there. First off, with our Country Company's Queen of the Hill final, this is Ansuma Lal from Oak Park River Forest. She was the girls' Class AA Queen of the Hill, and she took on Sarah Lenskow from Eureka in the Country Company's Queen of the Hill final. Now, there were the 2 finalists, and then it was on to the championship as the Eureka champion Lenskow was the champion there. Carlisle defeating Carthage for the girls' Class A championship after getting close last year and bringing home the biggest hardware ball this year. In the girls' AA championship, it was Elgin in 2nd place and Lincolnshire Stevenson High School. And Coach Frank Matucci capturing their 2nd consecutive girls' Class AA basketball championship, a rarity in any sport. Congratulations to all the champions and all the participants of last week's Illinois High School Association girls basketball weekend at Redbird Arena. Now, next week, of course, we have the boys' Class AA basketball weekend. We'll talk about that more later on in the telecast. In the meantime, we're coming back here to Carver Arena with more of our halftime festivities, including a review of the first half. At the break, it's St. Mel by 2, 30-28 over the Panthers. We're back after these local messages. Providence-St. Mel, a deuce lead here going into the second half. Coach Bill Garrett, a deuce lead's never safe, of course, but some things were going well. What was going well enough that you want to sustain that here in the second half?
Well, I think our defensive pressure was fine when we were fundamentally sound, but like we started reaching a little bit, trying to make something out of nothing instead of just working hard. And when we work hard, things work out for us. But we were getting out hustled, and we were ball watching. The ball would go up. My kids, they're athletic. They want to, they want to run. They want somebody else to get the ball instead of them, so they can get the fast break and maybe get a layup or a dunk or whatever. But I told them at halftime, I need people out there to make I statements. I need people to say, I'm gonna get the ball, I'm gonna get the rebound, I'm gonna get the loose ball. And if we do that, then I think we'll be okay.
All right, Coach, go get him in that second half.
All right, thanks.
Coach Bill Garrett, his ball club, a deuce lead. Let's send it back over to center court and to Greg Sterick and Dick Lucky.
All right, thank you, Joe. As Billy Garrett said, a little ball watching, and that's not part of Billy Ball. Greg, you don't want him doing that. That's one of the reasons they have not been able to get as many defensive rebounds as they really should have.
Well, I agreed with everything Coach Garrett said. His ball players early in the ball game really weren't picking up any loose balls. They weren't crashing the boards very hard. They were doing a lot of standing and just watching, Dick, and I think he addressed that pretty well at the intermission.
Dozen points for Bakari Ottman, and as we look at our first half highlights, he starts us off, Greg. He is a great player.
Well, he has the ability to just dominate a ball game, and right there he just really gets up high on that jumper. A great release. That time he knocks down a nice three-pointer. Of course, back the other way, PBL does a good job of handling the basketball there too. A nice kick out right there, and Mark Prina knocks down a shot from the outside. It was also a three-point shot by Mark Prina.
And there's the steal, boy.
West just picked his pocket right there. It looked like Prina looked over to talk with his coach right there, Coach Zick, and at that time West was able to slip in, and what a finish by Tim West. A great dunk on the play by number 33, Tim West.
This is Jason Ferguson, Greg.
Boy, he gave him a lift off the bench, didn't he, Dick? Then he gave him a big lift. That time he hits a nice little floater in that lane area.
And as you see, St. Mel shooting it a lot better than Providence-St. Mel, but PBL with a big advantage on the boards. Turnovers in favor of Providence-St. Mel, but that battle's pretty close.
Well, that's a surprise. PBL with a 19-11 edge on the glass, but three-point field goal shooting, PBL, that really got them that lead. They were 4 of 12 at one point, and they closed out the half at 5 of 16 for 31%, only 2 of 7 for Providence-St. Mel.
And not a great percentage from three-point territory, but they're firing up a lot of them, and that's helping keep them close. 30-28, Providence-St. Mel leads as we head for the start of the second half, and we'll return after these local messages. We are told that Tim West has a dislocated finger. He will attempt to play. In fact, he is coming out onto the court right now as some of the Providence-St. Mel fans whoop it up here as we get set to start the second half. It'll be PBL's possession first. PBL led by 6. Providence-St. Mel's biggest lead in that first half was only 3, but the Knights have the 2-point lead right now as we are underway here. The final 16 minutes of action of this busy day here in Peoria. Shelbyville and Rock Island Alleman stamped their tickets for the semifinals earlier, and Breeze Mater Dei the winner here earlier this evening as Corey Fox nails the first basket of this second half, and that ties the score. We'll start over again from here. Fox now with 10 points. This is Ottman, and Prina has had the task of guarding him, and that's an enviable task as the shot is good by Ottman. How do you stop that?
Yeah, he's just got the size at 6'5". He just goes up and over those 5'8" and 5'10" players. Really elevates real nicely on that jumper.
So that puts the Knights back up by 2 as we're about a minute into the second half of play. Chad Rock double teamed, had it poked away. It's off Rock. Nice play. Francisco, who by the way is playing with 3 fouls. That's a tough play to make with 3 fouls hanging on your shoulder. And PBL continues to apply that full court pressure. You see Ferguson, number 5, who did not start the game, but who had a good first half in there to start the second half. Ferguson in 3-point territory. And Ottman running the show from the top. St. Mel coached by Billy Garrett. We've talked about the fact that he was a football player at Illinois State University, a good wide receiver. Shot here on the run off the glass, not good by Francisco. Panthers have the ball as Corey Fox comes the other way, and he forces it up and ties the score.
Oh, nice tough shot that time by Fox. Good body control. Got it up on the glass, a nice two-pointer, and the ball game's tied at 32-all.
Garrett played at Crispus Attucks High School in Indianapolis, a great basketball school. Produced a guy by the name of Oscar Robertson a few years ago, and he was a great basketball player as well, but his mom, he says, wanted him to play football and wanted him to stay close to home, and so that's what he wound up doing. But he says he always knew he wanted to coach basketball.
His father was a pretty good basketball player, too.
His father was a Mr. Basketball in Indiana. 1947, I believe, was the year, and then he played at Indiana for Branch McCracken, was the first African-American basketball player in the Big Ten. This is Ferguson. 3-point lead for Providence-St. Mel. Corey Fox spinning in the lane and took one too many steps.
St. Mel, a good defensive stand that time. Really played nice, tough defense on that possession.
So the Knights with a 3-point lead and the basketball. Their biggest lead has been 3, so they've got a chance to top it here as Rock went for the steal and didn't get there. And unable to field that pass was Reggie Hall, but he chased it down, now fires a 3, and it's a 6-point lead for St. Mel. Hall's first basket of the game.
Last 2 baskets by St. Mel have been 3-point bombs by Ferguson, and that time on the outside by Hall.
This is Zarin with about a 10-footer. His second hoop gets PBL back to within 4.
He's got a nice touch. Zarin only a sophomore, Dick.
Ferguson with it here for Providence-St. Mel. This is Hall. Glides to the goal and has his second basket. Both of them have come here in the last minute of playing time. 6-point lead again for Providence-St. Mel. And an air ball there, rebounded by the Knights. And an interception by Fox. Gets around Ottman and then sets it up for the 3, but Lushin doesn't want it. Great steal by Tim West. He'll go to the goal, and Fox is going to make sure he doesn't get a chance to. And no whistle there despite the heavy collision, and PBL comes up with the ball but promptly turns it over. This is Hall. And now we've got a whistle and a travel against St. Mel, and Billy Garrett is having a little trouble digesting all of this. Turnovers now a dozen against Paxton-Buckley-Loda, 9 against St. Mel, as we get to a timeout with a 40-34 lead for Billy Garrett and the Providence-St. Mel Knights. One of your network sponsors is Ford. Well, you got to look there at the band entertaining us this evening from Bloomington Central Catholic High School, and we're back just in time to see a 3-pointer from Mark Prina, his second of the game, and the lead cut in half. 40-37 now. Providence-St. Mel with the advantage. 3.5 minutes to play here in the third period. Jason Ferguson with the ball now has played the entire second half after not getting a start. This is a pretty deep team, Greg. St. Mel can go to that bench. That may pay off later in this kind of game.
Yeah, they've got a lot of guys who can really score on the offensive end, but the player with the basketball in his hands right now, Bakari Ottman, he just has the ability to dominate a ball game. He's got 14 points in the game already.
Ferguson with a nifty behind the back dribble, but then he missed a shot. Couldn't finish it off, and Rock saves it in, and here come the Panthers. Down by just 3. Prina will try for the bomb, and it's an air ball. And it's rebounded by Hall. Lushin trying to stay with Ottman. He hasn't done a bad defensive job against him, even though Ottman has scored a lot of points. This time the points go to B.J. Francisco. His second basket, 5-point lead, Providence-St. Mel. Pass inside, and great move by Rock as he leaned underneath the defender there and got a little seam to the basket. Rock's first hoop of the game, and a 3-point lead for St. Mel. PBL hangs tough. Providence-St. Mel, the consolidation of what used to be Paxton High School as the charge. You're right, Greg, is called against Ottman, and that's number 3 against him. That's something we need to watch. Paxton High, Buckley-Loda High School, and also a portion of what used to be known as Ford Central as we watch it again.
Well, right there, looked like he might have reached for the basketball first before he got set. Difficult foul right there on Bakari Ottman. It looked like that Lushin went for the basketball first.
He might have. He was set, but he did have the arm going out.
He reached for it.
So that's a tough call against Ottman, but it is number 3 against him. That consolidation occurred about 6 years ago, and it was sometime before that a guy named Scott Gereltz attended Buckley-Loda High School. I suppose he would be the most prominent athlete to come from this school district. Former Major League pitcher for the San Francisco Giants. Here's the shot from outside, and it's down by Prina, and this now, my friends, is a 1-point game. It's 42-41 with a minute and a half to play in the third period, and now the Panthers foul out of that full court press.
The foul's going to be on Lushin, but Prina just keeps him in the ball game with those shots from the outside. Good dish right there, nice kick outside, and there's Prina squared up and knocks down that long jumper.
He has 8 points. Lushin, by the way, now has 3 fouls. He's the first Panther to pick up a 3rd foul. They're not as deep as St. Mel. They can't afford foul trouble as Francisco gets it in off the glass and builds his lead back to 3. This one about as close as our first game today. Won by Shelbyville over Mendota. That turned out to be a 1-point game as Fox missed, and the rebound Ferguson for the Knights. All the way to the goal. Now he jump stops and looks for a teammate. He finds Hall. And off the glass, that's no good. Who's going to get that rebound? It's up in the air, and if it's up in the air, it's going to be tracked down by West, who has a little extra height for Providence-St. Mel. Now off the ball, we've got Reggie Hall called for a foul as he got tangled up with Lushin, and he spun away from that call in disgust and might have been flirting with the old tee there.
Yeah, I think he was trying to post up, and he was using his left arm to shield defender Lushin right there, and see, he threw out the arm there and kept Lushin from able to come around and get in front. So the personal foul that time was on Reggie Hall.
3rd on him. Hall, Francisco, and Ottman, each with 3 fouls for St. Mel. They're all starters for the Knights as we see Lushin now heading to the bench for the Panthers. And into the ball game once again, Justin Brewer, number 41. Lushin out with 3 fouls. Down to the final minute now of the 3rd period. Fox against West, lost the dribble, but there to rescue him is Mark Prina. He's in a bit of a jam, but bailing him out is Brewer, and now Fox can start the offense all over again, and with 22 seconds to go, the Panthers will hold here for what they hope will be the final shot of period number 3. 3-point lead for the Providence-St. Mel Knights. You see the time left there. In the lower portion of your screen, here's Rock fumbling it, loose ball, who's going to get it? It's picked up by St. Mel. They've got to hustle, they're not going to get a shot away. The ball is held by Ottman. I think he forgot how much time was left. He should have taken a couple of dribbles and heaved it. But St. Mel does have the 3-point lead as we head for the final 8 minutes of play. One of your network sponsors is DuPont. Slam dunk contest next weekend when the AA tournament plays here in Peoria. Same schedule as far as the games are concerned, but there's the schedule for the slam dunk competition, brought to you, of course, by Denny's. As St. Mel puts it in play, and we start the final period. There you see what happened in the 3rd quarter. Both teams shooting above 50%, Greg.
6 of 8 for PBL, 75%, 60% for St. Mel. 3-point field goals, 1 of 3 for PBL.
Traffic jam in the post, but Francisco breaks out of it and scores. And he has 3 baskets here in the second half, 4 for the game, and his team leads by 5, 46-41 now the count. Here's Rock all alone. Shot fake. Now he leans in, draws the foul, scores the basket. What a nifty play by Chad Rock. And it's Francisco who will be charged with his 4th foul.
Rock at only 5'10", got the defender up in the air. A good look right here. You'll see Rock give him that ball fake, pump fake, and he pumped him again and took it right into Francisco and got it up on the window and got the shot to fall. And Francisco with a personal foul, and Rock at the line looking to complete the 3-point play.
He's listed at 6'2", but is smaller than Francisco as he does complete the 3-point play, and that cuts the lead to 2 with 7:25 to go as we see Lushin back in the game, and Brewer, number 41, sits down. Starters back out there for the Panthers. As we're coming toward crunch time here in the 4th of our 4 quarterfinal round games at Peoria. Semifinals tomorrow. We'll be on the air at 11 o'clock with that rematch between Rock Island Alleman and Shelbyville. And then Breeze Mater Dei after that will face the winner of this one as Ottman misses. Francisco with a rebound, but that's knocked away. They've got it again. And the shot by Hall is down. Reggie Hall has all 7 of his points here in this half. 48-44, 4-point lead for St. Mel. Rodin into the game now. So the Panthers have taken a starter out. Zering, the sophomore, out of the game. Here's a 3 by Prina. And he got the roll. Prina with his 3rd free of the game gets his team within 1. That's called that soft shooter's touch.
Behind rim.
That too. And a foul against Rodin. He ran away from the call, thinking he'd made the play cleanly, thinking that he would make a gesture, but then he quickly thought better of it. You could see those wheels turning. Rodin's 2nd foul. Only the 3rd on PBL here in the half. They've managed to play some pretty good defense without fouling. Inbounds pass for St. Mel. Hall in traffic, got it partially blocked, but the rebound for West. Tim West has his first second-half basket. And it's a 3-point lead for St. Mel. Providence-St. Mel hanging on to this slim advantage here against these plucky guys from Paxton-Buckley-Loda. Fox gets it into Rock, who changes his shot in midair and gets it off the glass.
Well, Rock does a good job in traffic, able to get the shot off and then connect on it.
And a travel. Ottman slipped and fell. It's a 1-point game now, and the Panthers can get the lead. Let's look at Chad Rock here inside, Greg.
Well, a good look, and you see Rock, he takes it strong. Just turns and takes it up strong, gets it up on the glass. A nice bucket that time by Rock, and Rock scored the last 5 points, or 5 of the last 7 for PBL.
There's Paul Rodin liking that travel call against Ottman. And the Panthers down by 1 have the ball, and we're down to 5:40 to play. Fox a 3. He didn't get it quite to the cylinder. It grazed the front of the rim and was rebounded by Hall. And Ferguson is the one who brings it across the timeline for the Knights of St. Mel.
I look for Ottman to get a touch here on this offensive end. He's been pretty quiet, but I look for him to go to Ottman on this possession.
Yeah, he has 1 basket so far, Greg, in the second half after scoring a dozen points in the first half. He has it now. Another nail biter here in Peoria. Ottman waiting for Lushin to come out and get him. Now he starts the dribble. Into Hall. He turns, gets it partially blocked, missed the shot. They've got the rebound. Richardson misses, and now a whistle. And Zering finally fouled him. Richardson had the better position. Young Irving Richardson draws the foul against Zering. It's the 1st. It's only the 4th against the team. And I don't think it was in the act of shooting.
Now Hall with the first miss, and then Irvin Richardson just keeps it alive on the inside. 2 opportunities, and he was fouled as he went up for that second opportunity. And
it was on the shot, no question about it.
Right.
So free throws for Richardson. .46% free thrower. And he showed us why there.
But he's only a sophomore. Great potential for a sophomore. Good body at 6'6", 205.
Well, they've only made 2 of their 6 free throw attempts. And we said it earlier, they're a 60% team on the season as Richardson does get that one down. And that puts Providence-St. Mel up by a deuce. 51-49 our score with 4:44 left to play here in this one at Peoria. We'll return after these local messages. 2-point difference and 4:44 left. Paxton-Buckley-Loda, the Cinderella here in this 8-team field in Peoria. Hanging tough here against Providence-St. Mel as Corey Fox is in the front court. PBL never rated during the season. Providence-St. Mel finished the regular season rated 15th in the state. An awkward shot there for Prina. He was a bit out of control as Ottman got the rebound. And Ferguson has it poked away. Heads up play by Chad Rock. Here's Fox for the Panthers in the lane. He can tie it. He does. 14 for little Corey Fox. And we're even again. It's 51 apiece.
Well, their defense just triggers your offense, doesn't it?
Behind the back dribble there by Hall. And we might get a charge. We do. I don't believe that bucket will count. Zering, the sophomore, set up in the lane and took the charge, and Hall is charged with his 4th foul.
You got to wipe that basket off. Hall, a good aggressive move to the glass, but Zering right there to take the charge. Take a look. Hall's having a great second half right there, and see Zering was set right there on the play. Good call by the official as Hall picked up the personal foul.
He definitely got there. And now the Panthers can get the lead. They haven't had it for a while. Lushin. There's a couple people go down. Here's Fox, and he did not get the roll. The rebound West. Fox trying to add a little body English there from the top. After he released the shot, boy, he is frustrated. Yeah.
He had an easy one.
He had a good look at the bucket. Here's Ferguson. Nice crossover dribble that buys him the shot, which he misses from 16, and Fox traveled after he got the rebound. He tracked down the rebound in traffic, but as he bumped against a couple of people, he couldn't get it down soon enough. You'll see it here. No question. He ran into his own player, his teammate, and that actually caused the travel. Craig Lushin, as a timeout is called. This one by PBL, as we're knotted up with 3:25 left here in this 4th period. One of your network sponsors is Country Companies. The play that tied the game. It started, as you said, Greg, with the PBL defense as Chad Rock makes the play.
That defense triggers offense. A nice steal that time by Chad Rock. Back the other way, Corey Fox, and looks over the defense right there, just jumps up and knocks down a big basket for him. We're at the 3:15 mark in the final quarter of this ball game, and we're knotted up at 51 all, Dick. A heck of a ball game here. A lot of people felt like St. Mel was just going to take control of the game.
Ottman had it knocked away. This is Francisco, and he is fouled by Chad Rock. Well, don't ever give up on this PBL team. They were down 9 early in the 4th quarter in their super sectional game against Midwest Central of Manitou. Scored the next 15 points and wound up winning that and getting themselves to Peoria. There is a AA sectional final here in this city over at Robertson Fieldhouse on the campus of Bradley University. The 2-time defending state champions Manual will be back here next weekend, or if they win their super sectional game, that is, on Tuesday, as the shot there is put in by West, and it's a 53-51 lead for Providence-St. Mel. You look at some other AA sectionals. Proviso West moves on. These are all sectional championship games, so the winners here will play in super sectional games on Tuesday. Homewood Flossmoor a winner. And Corey Fox now goes to the free throw line where he can retie the game. The foul on Ferguson.
I think Fox is the guy you'd want at the line, too. He's their best free throw shooter at 83%.
That's his first attempt of this game and his 15th point of this game. Good look at young Corey Fox, a junior. The floor general for PBL as he gets both free throws, and that gets us tied, and now we're down to 2:54 left. And Rock will sit down for a little bit. Rodin back in the ball game for the Panthers, number 43. And coming down on the end line or on the sideline is Ottman. give Prina credit there. He didn't give Ottman any room to catch that pass, and he had no choice but to come down out of bounds.
And Ottman felt like he got pushed. Let's see if he got pushed there at the body.
You bet.
See he was pushed out of bounds right there.
No
Caught
question.
him about the waist and pushed him out of bounds.
Good work on the replay. We saw that there was no doubt about the fact there should have been a whistle there, but there wasn't, and PBL now will try to take advantage. Here's Fox. Glides inside, awkward shot, not good, but he gets his own rebound. Little Corey Fox comes out of there among the big guys with a ball. Now he's back under there. And he gets it up to Rock. Fox isn't exactly intimidated by a guy bigger than him, is he?
I don't believe there's anybody on that PBL team that's been intimidated.
Rock finds Lushin, great fake, and then he drew the foul. And Craig Lushin will be headed to the free throw line where he could put Paxton-Buckley-Loda ahead here for the first time in the second half.
I think the foul's going to be on Ottman also. I think it might be Ottman with a personal foul. If it is, that's his fourth personal foul. Good look by Rock right there, and there's Lushin taking it inside, and it was slapped across the wrist, and the foul was on
Bakari Ottman.
I think they gave it
to,
they gave it to West on the play.
Well, that's a break for Providence-St. It did look, Greg, as though Ottman got him, but perhaps West did as well, as we now have a timeout. 2:23 left, and we're even. We're headed for another photo finish here in Peoria. One of your network sponsors is Ford. There's Russ Zick, the head coach for Paxton-Buckley-Loda. There you see the enrollment versus the city population of Loda, which is one of the three cities that make up a big portion of the school district at Paxton-Buckley-Loda. And there you see Craig Lushin missing a very important free throw. He's usually reliable, 78%er. He's got another chance to give his team the lead. And this one he cashes in, and PBL is up for the first time here in the second half. 54-53. 2:23 to go as Zering sits down for the Panthers. And against the full court pressure, Francisco now double teamed. Can he squeeze out of it? Puts it on the floor and throws it up for grabs, and it's stolen. Rodin with the play. PBL forces the turnover. They've got the ball and the lead with a bit more than 2 minutes to go.
Still a lot of time left, but look for him to run some clock. And they're a good free throw shooting basketball team. They shoot 68% from the line, and the press did it one more time for them.
They made, in that super sectional win against Midwest Central, 17 of their last 19 free throws, Greg, as they protected a lead down the stretch.
Well, that's relentless pressure. They just keep coming at you. They keep coming at you. Our ball club is in great condition. Great double team right there, and Francisco had to go over the top. And watch Rodin. Great steal right there by Rodin.
And it's Lushin back at the free throw line. He just made 1 out of 2, but as we said, he's a 78%er. And there you get a good look at him, had a good look at him, the junior. Guys should be tough next year. They return several of these players, and the free throw missed, so they've made only 1 out of 3 here at crunch time in this game. Down the stretch, they still have the 1-point lead. But Providence-St. now with an opportunity to regain the advantage. Ottman to Ferguson. Let's see if Bakari Ottman can do it against Lushin, or now he's matched up with Prina. He shoots off the dribble, and that's a wild shot that's no good, and Lushin gets the rebound.
Now St. Mail's got to come out with some pressure right here. 1:30 left.
This is Prina, who is just about on the mid-court stripe, but he barely walked the tightrope there and got away with it. And now a collision between Ferguson and Prina, and so it'll be Mark Prina's turn to go to the free throw line and try to increase the lead. He made 12 out of 14 from the line. Most of them, I think all but 2 of those, were in the fourth quarter of that super sectional game to which we referred. As we look at the Providence-St. reserves, they have to be a bit concerned. Ferguson with his second foul. Prina on the season an 88%er.
How big are free throws?
Yeah. Thing is, Prina, Lushin, and Fox will be the ones handling the ball for the most part now, and they're all excellent free throwers. Prina makes them both. And the lead is 3, and that It was the biggest lead for PBL since the first period. They're up 56-53. We're down to 1:17 to play. Panthers looking for their 19th straight win, and if they get it, they're in the Final Four. St. Mel with the ball. This is Ottman. He almost lost it. It's Prina guarding him now instead of Lushin. Lushin in a bit of foul trouble, so they've made that switch.
Lushin and Prina both done an excellent job of checking Ari Ottman.
Here's Hall. He'll fire for three. Rebound for Ferguson. Another chance for St. Mel. We're down to 52 seconds. Hall's three is good, and we are dead even. And now 45 seconds to go. Boy, a high-arching three-pointer after Hall missed the first time he got the second one. And now we count down the final 35 seconds. PBL will try to hold it here, I believe, for the final shot. Providence-St. Mel doesn't want to foul here, especially this guy, an 88% free thrower. Nor this guy. Fox can also shoot the free throw very accurately.
Got to penetrate, just take it strong to glass with about 3 or 4 seconds left.
A semifinal spot on the line, and PBL with an opportunity to get it, perhaps, if they can score here. Now they call for the timeout. With 10 seconds, to be precise, 10.3 seconds left to go. Deadlocked at 56. PBL has the hammer, if you will. They have the possession here as we try now to listen to what head coach Russ Zick will set up here for this final 10 seconds of regulation.
I want you to help put Garrett, Chad come hard the ball here. If you give it back to Connor. You guys run your thing, give it back to Corey, spread it, and Corey, I want you to go to the basket, all right? You got shooters on the wing. Hey, boys, we're going to be concentrating on hands to step in and be ready.
Make it hard for them to get the ball
Billy
out of
Garrett.
bounds. Now, we remember one of those doubles, map out. Whoever's on the man, take the ball out. Jump up. When he hands it to him, turn around, and then go to the nearest person. The nearest person, and we'll double. You cannot foul. All right? You got to get back quick. You got to rotate. All right? Let's go. Round on 3. 1, 2, 3. Make them shoot over the top.
You see both teams have plenty of timeouts left. The possession arrow in favor of PBL if there would be a held ball here in the final 10 seconds. Paxton-Buckley-Loda cannot afford to foul, obviously.
And a little surprised that they're not really going to get up there and really check Fox. Yeah, they're going to move West up over the guy throwing it in. I'd really bother him. Got it in awful easily.
Here we go. Fox has it. We're down to 7 seconds as he crosses the timeline with 5. Corey Fox spinning in the lane. Lost the ball. A steal by Altman. He calls for the timeout. He didn't get it called. The horn is sound. And we are headed to overtime. Ottman down on the floor, wanted to get the timeout, didn't get it. Maybe they would have had a second or a second and a half, but the timeout call not recognized by the official, and so we'll play an extra period here in Peoria. We'll be back with that extra period in just a moment. One of your network sponsors is Zenith. Well, here's the bucket that tied it. Reggie Hall gets the 3.
The sweet stroke from outside out of Reggie Hall, the left-hander. He's 6'7", but likes to shoot the 3. On the year, he'd made 32 threes coming into the ball game, and that number 33 was a big 3 for Reggie Hall. Hall has really been a force offensively for St. Mel here in the second half. He's had 10 second-half points, didn't score in the first half.
Both of these teams have won overtime games in the tournament. We mentioned it earlier, St. Mel an overtime winner over St. Francis de Sales in the sectional. And in their regional championship game, Paxton beat Muhammad Seymour. That stopped a string of 6 consecutive regional championships for the Muhammad Seymour Bulldogs. Now one of them will win a second overtime game and advance to the Final Four. PBL with the possibility for first blood, and Corey Fox in a rather unconventional manner gets it. 3-point lead, Panthers.
Deep 3 that time by Fox. What a way to start the OT period.
19 for him. And a 59-56 lead. And there's a look at young Corey Fox. Against the pressure, Ferguson gets it.
The press has really taken Bakari Altman out of any kind of sync on the offensive end. Here in the second half, only 2 points for Altman.
He had a dozen in the first half. Oh, what a great defensive job by the Panthers against the guy who has the ball right now. It's Prina guarding him. Here's the lob into West. Ferguson. Whistle inside. Lane violation against the Providence-St. Mel Knights. Billy Garrett a little frustrated by that. As the Panthers have the 3-point lead in the ball. Here's Fox.
See, West is out there trying to check Fox. I'd try to make some kind of adjustment. I'd get West off of Fox.
First minute of overtime is in the book. And the only basket so far scored by PBL. The Panthers in no hurry now. They've spread it out here a little bit. They'd love to get to the free throw line, Greg, especially if Fox, Prina, or Lushin could shoot the throws.
They did a good job taking care of the basketball. They're really keeping the floor spread so they don't end up in some kind of a double team.
There's a foul against West. That's his third. And that'll get Prina, their best free thrower, to the line. We mentioned each team has won a tournament game in overtime. St. Mel lost a regular season contest in an extra period, so that's why they're 1-1 as we now have a timeout called. 2:32 left here in overtime. 3-point lead for PBL. We'll return after these local messages. Mark Prina has just made the first free throw to build the lead to 4. And now the 88% free thrower tries again and is successful again. He's up to 15 points. A dozen of those have come here in the second half. Paxton-Buckley-Loda by 5 with 2:32 left. Winner gets Breeze Mater Dei in the second semifinal game tomorrow. And that relentless pressure by the Panthers, but the Knights break it down and get it across. This is Reggie Hall spinning to the goal. The layup is good, and the lead is down to 3. Big bucket by Reggie Hall, who has all 12 of his points in the second half. And now Fox bumping with West. He stepped on the sideline. That's a turnover against PBL, and the Knights get the ball down by 3. And as you see, still more than 2 minutes to play. Long ways to go.
Yeah, long ways to go. A lot of time. Nice defensive effort that time by St. Mel.
Tim West made the defensive play. Here's Ottman. The lob to West. Double team is there. There's a heavy collision and a foul against the defender. That's the 7th team foul. A 1-and-1, a very critical one coming up here as Rodin commits the foul.
Nice lob that time by Altman on the inside. West had good position. You got to give the offensive player room to catch and come down. And a good call that time as Rodin picked up the personal foul. And now it's going to be West to go at the line, 62% on the year. An opportunity to shoot 2 free throws here for Tim West.
West is 0 for 2 in this game from the line. And as a team, they're 3 for 7. And now 3 for 8. They do not shoot the free throw as well, as does PBL. And maybe that'll be the difference in this one. Right now, the Panthers up 3. Good look at Tim West. He'll be back next year for Billy Garrett's Knights. That's short, but he got the roll, and the lead is down to 2, and there's 2 minutes now, 2 minutes, a handful of seconds to play. Prina will get it across the timeline. And the Panthers will try to take care of that basketball.
Stay out of that double team.
Yeah, Fox in a double team dribbled through it and was fouled. And Corey Fox goes to the free throw line where he is an 83%er. He's 2 for 2 in this game. And now with 1:51 to play, we are in overtime. 2-point lead for Paxton-Buckley-Loda. A timeout has been called. Timeout by Providence-St. Mel. As you look there at the St. Mel huddle, Billy Garrett organizing his forces. Boy, what a great ball game, Greg.
It's been a great one. Talk about PBL. They're now 13 of 17 from the free throw line. And let's see if we can slip into that huddle and hear Coach Garrett.
He's there. We got to get traps. Okay, and we got to go. We go into our traps with our hands up. All right? They will get a ball up. They will get a ball up. All right? We're on time. We got plenty of time. 151 is an eternity. Don't give up on it. All right? Let's play ball now.
You must get ticket stubs tonight to purchase semifinal tickets for tomorrow.
Corey Fox is the one heading to the free throw line here, trying to expand his team's 2-point lead. We see that PBL has 3 timeouts and St. Mel only 1, and nobody with any fouls to give here. Both teams now in the bonus.
Possession arrow in favor of Providence-St. Mel.
Corey Fox, in a tournament game earlier this year against Prairie Central, made 19 of 20 free throws. The Panthers probably feel they have the right guy at the line for this situation. The junior calmly sinks it. Although he used the rim and the glass. It wasn't clean, but it still counts 1 point. And now he tries to put his team up by 4. And does. 21 points for Corey Fox. Zeroing out, Rodin back in. St. Mel having trouble getting it inbounds. Francisco got himself open. This is Ottman. Inside the arc, driving shot, too hard off the glass, rebound West. He missed it. And who's going to get this rebound? They're going to call walking against Rock before he could get it to Rodin. Perhaps a tough call there against PBL. Russ Zick certainly thinks so. Let's watch it again, Greg.
Well, it's a battle inside. West just couldn't get the shot to go right there. It's a battle, and there was Rock right there. Good call. I think he walked with the basketball. I thought he walked.
He might have taken a quick step there before
he
the next
went down.
couple. Yep. Here's the inbound pass, 3 by Ottman. Good, and it's a 1-point ball game now. Providence-St. Mel hanging tough.
Big 3 right there by Ottman.
Ottman's 3rd 3 of the game, only his 2nd basket since halftime, and now a foul against Hall, and it'll be Prina headed to the free throw line, and that is 5 on Reggie Hall. 1:20 left, as you see now. PBL up 1, looking to build the lead again from the line.
Well, Hall got it with a block, but what a second half that Hall had. There's the 3-point shot. Right there, Ottman just squares up, knocks down a big 3 to get back to within 1. Ottman now was 17 points.
Boy, huge threes down the stretch by Ottman, but now Hall is gone. And to the free throw line goes Prina. First of 2, he missed it. That's a rarity for him. We pointed it out, 88%er. He can build the lead to 2. He does. 2-point lead PBL with 80 seconds to play. Herbert Lambert into the game now. He replaced Hall. He runs the baseline and he gets it into Ottman, and a foul is called on either Lushin or Rock, who are both there. And Ottman comes away holding his mouth. He got smacked in the chops, and he'll go to the line. This will be a 1-and-1. It's the 8th team foul against the Panthers. Of course, PBL placed in the double bonus long ago. A little more pressure here on Ottman as he shoots the 1-and-1.
But I think that's the guy they'd like to have at that free throw line. He's their best shooter and shoots 68% from the line. 1:19 left in the overtime period.
That foul was against Lushin. It's his 4th. Here's a big throw for Ottman. He rims it good. He's 3 for 3 from the line. And the lead down to 1, and now he can tie it up. We're in overtime. We're even, dead even again. And the Panthers with the ball.
St. Mel still in that man-to-man defense. Ball game all knotted up at 64 all. Ottman with 19 points for his ball club now.
Well, if the Panthers can get away with it, Greg, I think they'd like to just hang on to it here for the final shot. We're inside a minute to go right now. They had the same situation at the end of regulation and couldn't convert. But they know if they hang on to the ball, they'll do no worse than go to a second overtime. Billy Garrett next to us asking for the 5-second call, and now a timeout has been called by Paxton-Buckley-Loda. Billy Garrett adamant as he talks to the official about the lack of a 5-second call there as the Panthers handle the ball up top. The timeout called by PBL. We look at Russ Zick now getting set to talk to his troops.
Take a timeout because that means the referee hears it. Anytime you hear their coach yelling 5, 5, 5, take a timeout right then, because that's your signal that he might influence the ref on that, so just call it. We got enough left. Don't take the chance. Right? Get the ball in, hold it. I'm not going to call a timeout unless you're in trouble. Just go ahead and run spread. Barnes 1, 2, or 3 spread. Let's go.
Okay, you can get a 5-second count on your man. You can get one. Don't let yours get it. You got one timeout. Don't trap him, make him give it up. Hey, no, you go trap 11, make him give it up. All right, Mel go 3. 1, 2, 3.
The Knights and the Panthers knotted up at 64. PBL has the ball, and as you see, 41 seconds left. Panthers do have their starters on the floor. Zering in there instead of Rodin right now. As Corey Fox, their floor general, brings it across the timeline. Matched up against Tim West. This is Prina. And now Corey Fox. They're going to wait for the final one if they can, Greg.
I think they're going to take this final shot. St. Mel doesn't want to foul. You got to stay away from double teams. Just kick over the corners. You got to penetrate and then kick.
Here we go. Down to 10 seconds. Fox will try to create from the top. He's into the lane. Back to Prina. In the free throw circle. Knocked away. Picks it up. Loose ball. Scramble. Foul is called. And it's against St. Mel. And with 2.8 seconds to go, the Panthers will get to the free throw line. B.J. Francisco, they say, was on the arm.
I think he grabbed his arm on the loose ball. The ball was loose on the floor. It looked like, let's see if we can pick it up right here. Right there, Prina, the ball is stripped away right there and in the battle for it. And right there is as the reach-in call. Tough call on that play.
We really couldn't see it definitively from that angle. Maybe we've got another one. Let's see about this angle.
See if he gets him in there with a reach-in. Maybe right there is where he had to call the foul, right there with the reach-in.
He did have the arm. That's a better angle, and I think that may substantiate the call, Greg. And with 2.8 seconds to go, it's Prina, the 88% free thrower, on the line. And he could send the Panthers into the semifinals and send the Knights home. Wow. We are tied in overtime as Billy Garrett.
You know, Dick, I'm confused right here. I'm not sure what the call is. I don't think so. Coach Garrett's up wondering if it's an intentional foul. That wasn't an intentional foul by no stretch of the imagination.
No, they're not calling that.
No, that was the confusion there.
Yeah, the reason for the delay is because
fouled out of the ball game.
Francisco is fouled out. There's no intentional foul.
No, but that's what Coach Garrett, that's why he was calling the official over. He felt like it was going to be a two-shot opportunity on an intentional foul. It wasn't an intentional foul, but it is two shots, right.
All right, here's Prina's first one. Right. This one can put him ahead, and it does not. Now he's got one more chance. Boy, an 88%er, and he's missed 2 of his last 3. And now another one from Mark Prina, the senior. One-point lead for PBL as Prina rolls that one home, and now St. Mel is still in business. They can win it here with a field goal, but they've got to go length of the floor, Greg, with just under 3 seconds to go. That's not much time.
No, it sure isn't, but it is time to get a basket, Dick. It sure is. You know, when you've got big people on the inside like St. Mel has, maybe a long lob pass, but maybe you can get it up to the half court also. There's always that chance to kick it up to the half court, maybe call another quick timeout.
Let's go into Russ Zick's huddle here and see what he has cooked up defensively.
Everybody go up as though you're going to press. As soon as he's about to hand it to him, fall off. If they send a bunch of guys deep, you go with them. Otherwise, you just play hard. Don't let him man. Don't foul.
Well, perhaps you could tell they're trying to get it to somebody at three-quarter court who will be picked free, and then a pass down the floor, and hopefully some kind of a shot somewhere near the basket for Providence-St. Mel. They trail by 1, and now a timeout called by Russ Zick. He wanted to see how the Knights lined up, and then he spends unavailable timeout. No use holding it, Greg. You get another one, of course, if we go to a second overtime. He's going to use it here, hopefully. As far as he's concerned, there won't be another overtime. Actually, that's very unlikely. Either St. Mel wins it or loses it on this possession as we again tune into Russ Zick.
So don't get screened on the ball. Everybody fake up and then just drop back, make him catch it in front of you, okay? We'll be all right. Just put a hand in their face. Let's go. Don't foul. Hey, there's really nothing I can tell you other than try to play pushing defense. You know, they'll probably got it off half court. Start up, but as soon as they...
Jason, go past you. Jason, go past you. All right, we want to go along, and we want to get it right here. Okay? So, Tim, you start here. Break down the middle. You come and set back pain on the car. Start on the elbow, start right here. And you break forward. Hey, do this right, y'all. This is it. It's our last chance. Man, 1, 2, 3.
All right, here we go. Will Russ Zick's Panthers move on to the Final Four, or will the Knights fire one in here in the final seconds and win it dramatically? 65-64 lead for Paxton-Buckley-Loda on the strength of the free throw a little bit ago by Mark Prina. Ferguson will inbound it. Dantzler out of bounds, gets it to Ferguson. He fires in time. It's way off the mark, and PBL moves to the semifinals. What a win for the Panthers. No one in this school's conference has ever advanced to the Elite Eight before, and now the Panthers breaking new ground as they head for the final day of the season. And what a tough loss for Providence-St. Mel, as you see the combatants exchanging handshakes. Boy, you have to feel bad for the Knights, Greg.
Well, they played awful well. McCarty Altman, a great career ahead of him at Division I at New Orleans, and it was a great effort by St. Mel, but gosh, a great play by PBL. They tried the long pass. You'll see this long. Get the ball into Ferguson right here. Ferguson had time, and there's the shot. He got it off in plenty of time. The ball just fell short, and you're going to see the reaction out of the winners and then out of the ball club that came up 1 point short.
I would think that they would perhaps rather have had somebody besides Ferguson firing that. They would have liked to have had a shot a little closer to the bucket, but with 2.8 seconds, Greg, you can't be too choosy.
No, you really can. And you know, I think you have to credit people. You know, that's a ball club in outstanding condition, and you can see how happy the coach is, Russ Zick. And where they really got the job done was at the free throw line. They spent a lot of time at that free throw line, and I think I've got them unofficially 16 of 21 from the charity stripe, 16 points at the line, and PBL wins at 65-64 as Mark Prina knocks down a free throw, and that was the game winner, and they win at 65-64 to advance, Dick.
And they will play Breeze Mater Dei in the second of tomorrow's semifinal games. Before that, it's Rock Island Alleman and Shelbyville, and of course you'll see them both right here. We'll be on the air at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, and we hope that you will be with us to enjoy some great high school basketball action. That's it from Peoria for Jim Albrecht and Greg Sterick and Joe Passion. This is Dick Ludke saying so long for now.